What's good, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Golden 83, and I am here to do a tap into your soul reading for the sign of Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, you guys are last but not least on the zodiac lineup this week. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. Remember, you guys, these are general messages, not personal. So take what resonates and pass the rest to the next. Okay. So, um, if you're not familiar, this is kind of like a miniature self-therapy session type of read, okay? These are touch drawings by Deborah Koff Chapman. This is the Soul Cards 2 deck, okay? We're going to pull 3 cards, one from the top, one from the bottom, and one energetically from the middle. Each are in reference to a particular placement, past, present, and future. You can take the time to get a pen and paper. If you've already been watching these readings, you can kind of use this as like a journaling session for yourself if you like, where you will kind of, as we go along, answer the questions for yourself as you're looking at the drawings, and just intuitively read for yourself and answer the questions honestly. At this time, you can go ahead and write down what you would like, or think of what you would like your overall outcome to be based on your current situation, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Like I said, one from the top for your past, one from the bottom for your present, and then one energetically from the middle in regards to your future. Okay. And then we will flip the bottom of the deck over towards the end to see what your overall outcome is. Okay. So Scorpio, what held you back in the past? That is the first question for this top card here. What held you back in the past? Okay. What held you back in the past? You take the time, Scorpios, to look at this picture here, okay? Very rare that this picture comes up, and it's very rare for it to be in the past placement, okay? Write down how this card makes you feel as you answer that question, okay? We have someone here playing music, okay? And kind of, in essence, around them, all right? What held you back in the past? I feel as though in the past, Scorpios, maybe you distracted yourself a bit, okay? From things that were kind of disturbing to you, okay? Maybe you used music in a sense to hide your truths, or if not hide them, maybe express them to people, okay? You found it as a release, if you will, and it's not so much about holding you back. For me personally, I love music, and so I feel like music is like a secondary release, but sometimes it's more conducive to have a release with other people and not so much material, okay? If that makes sense, okay? It could have been a form of isolation for you, okay? When we're talking about music here, kind of isolating yourself from other people, finding music as like your best friend, your second release, if you will, like I said. Now, when you really think about it, when we talk about music, even if you're like creating your own music, for instance, you're still sharing, because if you're releasing that music for other people to listen to, hopefully other people will relate to it, okay? But in a sense, Scorpio, if you really think about it and you're sharing music with people, and this is just again, an example, all right, and kind of going with the card here. Um, when you're sharing with people who don't know you, you're sharing with complete strangers, okay? You're avoiding those around you, and you're looking for an external empathy, okay, that you're not getting in your current energy, okay, or past energy, currently in your past, okay. So where you didn't feel like anyone close to you would understand your music or your emotions or your feelings, you pretty much looked to others that could possibly relate to you more so. And sometimes strangers can relate to strangers more than those that are close to them, okay? And it's understandable. Um, but I think that was more your comfort zone of unbiased opinions of others than those who would show bias or judgment towards you that were close to you. And maybe that is what held you back, okay? Is, again, like I said, trying to escape too much into something material than personal, okay? So I know that took us a long time to kind of get to with this card, but again, and it may not resonate for all of you. Just take what resonates and pass the rest, okay? So let's get into your present, okay, Scorpio? Um, Presently, what continues to hold you back, okay? What continues to hold you back presently, okay? This card comes up quite a lot throughout the collective, Scorpio. This has came out for you before, okay? It was in your past placement before, I believe. It was also in Pisces reading. Let's see. I believe Libra had it in their reading before as well, okay? So those signs might be somewhere in your chart, in your birth chart, okay? And you could possibly have um, maybe some involvement with one of those signs, possibly, okay? But you don't have to, okay? I think it's more so birth chart related. So, how does this card make you feel as you answer that question, okay? So, again, usually when this card comes up in the spread, and this is now in your present, there is, of course, this kind of like feminine energy in the water here, as her arm is right in front of the boat as this man is trying to move forward, okay? Kind of imposing the energy upon him. He's in the boat with his head aflame, okay? And so there's some type of feminine. Sorry, I am so tired. I get goofy when I'm tired, okay? But I'm here for y'all, Scorpio. I'm here for y'all, so hopefully I can give you a few laughs within the reads. I did it in Pisces reading as well. So, but my apologies. This is usually meant to be kind of like a serious session, but like I said, when I start getting goofy, it's because I'm sleepy. So, again, this feminine energy that is kind of looming around you is kind of holding you back from progressing, okay? Possibly some type of traumatic situation that has occurred for you, Scorpio, that you need to heal from is consistently holding you back. It's holding you back from possibly kind of piggybacking off of your heart's desire reading. If you have not watched it, please go and check that out, okay? Because a fear of intimacy, surrendering a fear of intimacy came up for you in that reading, okay? For your power of surrender card. So by all means, go and watch that reading. It could help you in reference to the healing process that you possibly need to go through right now or are going through right now in regards to some type of feminine energy around you, okay? Physical feminine energy around you, okay? Like I said, some form of maybe a toxic karmic energy kind of haunting you, if you will, okay? That's keeping you from progressing and being intimate with another person or just within yourself, okay? Where it's been some type of viable change that's occurred within you based off of someone else's actions, okay? So that is possibly what is currently holding you back, okay? Let's get into your future placement, where the question is, how will you change your future? How will you change your future, Scorpio? Okay. This card is also very popular along the collective. Okay. As you can see, there's a man standing here, figure standing here, their head illuminated and also kind of illuminated within the body. Okay. It's nice to see this in your future placement. Okay. There's some form of an awakening happening and will happen if it hasn't already, okay? It's the month of August, full sturgeon moon. If you haven't watched the monthly manifestations, I suggest that you should. This month on the 11th is the full sturgeon moon, which will be a massive ascension for a lot of the collective, okay? Not just you, but everyone, okay? But you may be mostly affected in a sense of like I said, healing and gaining some enlightenment and awakening on that day based upon what's happened with you, okay? So whatever traumas, things of that nature, you are going to start looking at things from a different perspective and kind of centering yourself in acceptance of what has transpired within you and around you, okay? And kind of being enlightened by it, as far as I've said this before, coulda, shoulda, wouldas. That can happen sometimes when you're reevaluating your life, okay? Again, understanding both sides of the spectrum, not just your trauma or your healing, but someone else's, and why people tend to do what they do, okay? But again, just being very enlightened with what's within you, okay? A change within you in the sense of, I feel like this burst of healing, okay? Where it could be like this sense of rage within you now, or this melancholy or subdued energy for some of you, okay? But it's also a mixture of rage. You have all these emotions within you. You are a water sign. Water signs, still waters run deep. I've said this before. While you may look happy on the outside, you are enraged or crying on the inside, okay? And so it's time to release that. And it's like I see this energetic burst around you, okay? And there is this aura around this figure here, okay? Where it's like pure white light, okay? That just exudes from you, and that is going to be when you have your ascension, okay? And it's going to be a release of all that tension, a release of all that stress, a release of all that pain, of all that hurt, of all that trauma, of all that disgust for whatever has transpired in your present and past lives, okay? It's just going to be an overwhelming healing that awakens you to a new being, okay, within you, okay? And that's how you will change your future, as long as you're open to it, okay? So, with that being said, let's see what your overall outcome is at the bottom of the deck. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, I love seeing new imagery in these cards. It makes me so happy, okay? In the sense of new energy alert, okay? So there could be just Scorpio placements that are tuning in. Welcome. I appreciate your viewership and thank you for looking into your birth chart. Otherwise, Scorpio, I will have to say, okay, I'm loving this progression of your energy, okay? I've been waiting a long time, Scorpio, since I've been doing y'all's readings. And you're kind of like right there, neck and neck with Capricorns, because they've had their energy shot out, okay? And it took them a long time to get there. And so, nonetheless, just for you guys, you know, I wasn't going to say anything before doing the reading, but hopefully it's quite clear that you guys will be getting an energy shout out, okay, on Sunday, okay, because your energy has truly progressed over the course of these readings, okay, and even just within this reading here, I have to say within this week, I've felt this this purity kind of coming from your readings, almost in a sense of this innocence, if you will, around you, okay? And that's what I'm seeing here in this overall outcome, okay? I think it's a connection between your higher self and your inner child, okay? Your inner passion, and kind of bringing the two in, returning to that innocence within you, okay? Returning back to you, if you will, okay? The connection of your younger self to your older self, learning from your past and healing from it, and not allowing it to consume you, not allowing your traumas to consume you, which you've been doing for a very long time now, okay? So I feel as though you're kind of hugging your inner child and saying, you know, it's okay, all right? And that's what I see for you, Scorpios, and I'm so happy for you guys to get to this energy, because it has taken a very long time, okay? I think you'll be making amends with those traumas, possibly amends in a sense of allowing you to be able to heal between you and possibly physical energies of other people that have, you know, possibly disappointed you in the past and maybe played a part in this isolation that you had, and this, you know, possible blocking of energy for you. You probably will be making some amends, and I think that's what you want to do, because whenever you put yourself in a form of forgiveness, you're forgiving for yourself as far as, you know, dealing with the situation, and then forgiving of the other person, so that way you can actually heal and move on from the situation, okay? Because it does not benefit you to constantly keep holding on and holding on and holding this rage, or isolating yourself from people, okay? And like I said in Pisces reading, I believe it said in Pisces, this week it feels like all the signs are some form of a placement in one of the signs of this week, okay? So like I said, and I think I've said it this week a few times, so Scorpio, if you have Pisces, Virgo, and Capricorn in your chart, this should be a very well-rounded week for you. If it was Pisces, then, and they have Scorpio, Virgo, and Capricorn, then it would be a full reading type of week for them, depending on what reading, you know, they watched. So, and same for you. So I hope that you guys have, you know, taken the time to look at your readings. If it is your birth chart placements this week or even next week, by all means watch them. I encourage it, so that way it gives you a full rounded reading. This is free 99 information. I'm not charging for it at all. You know, it's my goal to help you move on in a sense of healing for yourself and becoming a better version of yourself than you were yesterday, okay? And I can only hope that these readings that I provide here on YouTube can help heal you in some shape, form, or fashion, okay? I want everyone to be and get to their higher self, okay? As long as it may take, because I've been praying for y'all Scorpios. So I have a list. I have a list of the signs where I'm like, ooh, I hope they get through it. And so, I'm really, really happy for you guys. And I really, truly believe you guys have truly earned the energy shout out this week, because your energy has been progressing a lot this week. And like I said, it's more so of an innocence around you, where I think you're finally coming to terms with things for yourself in order for you to heal, okay? And so you can return back to who you truly are, okay? And heal your inner child, okay? So with that being said, Scorpios, that's all that I have for you guys today. You guys, this is your last reading if you're a sun placement, okay? This is the last reading for you for this month until September, but I do have 2 more weeks of readings for the other signs before I go on break. So until then, peace, Scorpios, and check you guys out on Sunday for your energy shout out. Peace.